My name is Kim Preimesberger. I'm born and raised here in Crosby, Minnesota, and I was diagnosed in 2017 with high-grade endometrial cancer. It was quite a process before I started chemo. It was March, April, May, June, July, August, September before I actually got into the whole mix of things. But I owe a lot to Monica Goodwin and to Dr. Katie for being on top of this. It started with spotting and cramping. It's a good indication that you really need to get in right away. Because by the time I came, all my tissue was necrotic and they had a heck of a time getting some samples. So after a number of tests, I needed to have an MRI. Nope, it was a CAT scan with contrast dye to see just what was going on in there. So little did I know that I was allergic to the contrast dye and had a rough time and ended up in ICU. After that, then it was Dr. Katie got me in touch with the Minnesota Oncology in Edina with Dr. Catherine Casey. She was absolutely fabulous. She and Dr. Katie were just what I needed at this time. You know, compassionate, friendly, easy to be around. And July 31st, I had a complete hysterectomy and 21 lymph nodes removed. And I had around an 85% chance of full recovery. In September, I started, well, let me back up. Dr. Casey recommended that I see a Dr. Abby Phillip at Essentia. And I don't know why she didn't have me come here, but I just followed directions. And so my very first day of chemo, I caught a very serious allergic reaction to the drug. And I almost wasn't with us, but I made it through. I had another night in ICU. And then I let Dr. Katie know what was going on, and she contacted Dr. Casey and came up with a new drug. And 2 weeks after that, I started on that, and it worked. I didn't have any problems with the drip. Yes, were there problems along the way? Yeah, a lot of nausea, the fatigue, the muscle soreness. And in between that, there were, 2 or 3 good days. And you just had to, you can't give up. It would have been easy to give up during all this. But my at the time, she was 87. My mom lives with me. And because she was there, it made me get up and do things. Had she not been there, I might have just laid in bed for days. I don't know. I felt like doing that, but I didn't do it. You have to put one foot in front of the other and just get through it. I never once asked myself, why me? It was more like, well, okay, it's me. I can handle this. I can do this. And I did it. But one of the main things I'm going to mention is there's a phrase, and it is, it takes a village. And I had no idea what that really entailed until I started this journey. It was people I didn't really know. It was acquaintances through other people. It was friends. It was family. It was amazing. You have to just embrace that and let people help. They want to help. And I'm not normally one of those that accepts help easily. But after a while, I let them do it and it made all the difference in the world. So anyway, I did get through my chemo. It had its ups and downs, mostly downs. I tried to keep working. Some days that was pretty tough. And so that was done in November. And in December, I believe, I started radiation, which lasted from December, January, February. It was a little over 3 months. And, it was every day, and it took just minutes, and it didn't hurt. It was really no big deal. I felt pretty good during that whole process. But because of the way the radiation was directed into my body, when things were over, I was, and I can't think what it's called, I was having bouts of severe diarrhea because of the radiation. And it still continues today. When you least expect it, there it is. And it's just one of the fallouts of radiation and where it was directed. This isn't ever going to go away. And I just, I notice things that trigger it, and I try to stay away from those things. But anyway, I made it through. It's been, it'll be 4 years in March, and it was a heck of a ride. And just know that you have to believe in yourself that you can get through this. You have to believe in God. I relied so much on my faith. I mean, every morning I woke up and I'm like, thank you, God, for letting me be here another day. Thank you for giving me the will and the desire to fight through this. And, I guess that's kind of the end of my story. I'm good. I'm more than good. I've grown from the experience, but boy, don't hesitate, because this type of cancer is very curable.